So I worked in a hotel in San Francisco. This hotel was built in 1927, and it had a basement in it, right? And and kind of a cool story. Like during Prohibition, the shit. Like I guess it existed during Prohibition because it had like a basement with a stage in it, with a stairway that went up to a stage and it looked like a nightclub. And then you could see that there used to be like an escape hatch or something in the ceiling that was covered up. But anyway, so I'm kind of bored at work. I'm a luggage monkey, carrying luggage in a hotel. So I'm bored as fuck. I'm down in the basement, just fucking off, killing time. And I got a walkie-talkie, so if they need me, they can come get me or whatever. And I go down there and kind of walking around, exploring this creepy old building, and I see this cockroach on its back, and I kick it, and it fucking slides along the floor like 15, 20 feet, hits something, and then the thing lands on its feet and it runs at me, dude.
Oh man.
And I ran like a bitch. I'm like, ah! You fucking ran as fast as I could. Oh shit. And then the next time I go down there, I fucking go down and there's this fucking one cockroach eating another cockroach.
What?
I'm like, God damn. Yeah, and they're like 2.5 inches long. These fucking monsters.
This is something else because they really say they're survivors, man. Like those
Yeah,
tortoises. Excuse me. Them there's something with the shell and maybe in their design allows them to like just take incredible amounts of pressure, because
no, they don't need much water. They can live
no,
for 80, 90 years, 100 years, right?
I learned about I studied electronics a while back, and they said how they can stay in TVs and what have you for years. And I said, wait a minute, that sounds like the dry seeds of life, that we plant, like strawberries or whatever. What is it that makes them unique to be able to live and others
Right?
to die? Like those fossils we find, why can't those come to life? So I'm going to look that up tonight and see what the difference is with that. Why do they have?
Wouldn't we?
That's the
Yeah.
first time I ever
Wouldn't
thought of
you
that.
think? Wouldn't you think we'd be sucking out some fucking giant tortoise venom or DNA and checking it
Exactly.
out and seeing why they live to be 100 and fucking something years old and we die at 60 or 70?
That is. That's the first time I thought about that tonight. This morning, I
Right?
mean. That's it tonight. Yeah,
That's That's the
wow.
fascinating shit about the whole DNA thing, dude. We're living in a whole different world. But I'm not down with when it comes to so soil health. So I'm not down with DNA when it comes to soil health because everything that I've learned has said that GMOs are not the shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
The World Health Organization even went so far as to say the only method that we can look forward to feeding the growing population of the world with is local organic farming.
Exactly. Exactly. Yep.
And
And
it
they
doesn't even, regenerative, because organic could be done in a damaging way, right?
mm-hmm.
Right. So it has to be with love for the earth and regenerating, not taking, but leaving more than we take, right?
They had a soil sample done, and they showed all the worms and these different organisms that were in the soil, and it was a beautiful thing. I said, and they showed different versions of it, but it had to be something that was part of the natural selection of life, natural order of life.
Oh yeah.
The GMO or the other version that they do to get that soil um, to do anything was toxic to us. And I said, there you go. I mean, we're supposed to play off nature. Nature is designed to heal itself if we work with nature. But when
Mm-hmm.
we try to create something else off of that, it always comes back to bite us in the ass. And it's
Yeah.
time.
Like speaking about that, like how does nature do it? Nature just drops shit and shit accumulates and that turns into soil, right? But what do we do as gardeners? I mean, I don't mean you and me, but like what does the average US person do? They fucking mow and fucking weed whack and do all this shit, but then they clean it up, quote unquote, clean it up and like put it in a compost bin or something. And that should be put like either in a compost pile or just left where the fuck it is,
Yep. Hey,
right? Like we're learning more benefit by just chop it and drop it, leave it where it is, and then it breaks down slowly. And if there's little tree branches, those create nice microbial environments for mycorrhizae and all kinds of beneficial fungal to develop. That helps feed the soil. And one thing some people don't understand maybe is that it's the fungal elements that are feeding the plants, not the soil, right? You need fungal and microbial activity to transfer the nutrients from the soil to the plant.
because this conversion is taking place at different levels with different species in
Right.
it. So every time they
That's
get a
it.
bite of, and they add an enzyme or subtract something that's needed or create a phosphorus or whatever, and all of that comes together to create that rich soil that we enjoy. And get
That's
this
it.
incredible uh, net and yield of fruit or vegetation that we get from the soil. Uh, Man, it's nice when they show the farm. They see that farm down there, and then they do the what is it like to show the root, the seed germinate, and then come from the soil, and then come above.
Right.
And to know
Beautiful.
nowadays that we can do it with water, like you did the standing one. I want to do that one day, like with water and like what is it called, hydroponic. Uh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, watch it grow that particular way or start to see. But there's places like in Japan, I believe, and countries like that that actually do it all the way. They just keep.
I could help you with that because I did hydroponics for a long time.
Oh, you have. Okay.
Oh yeah. 20 years.
Fascinating. I said all these years that I actually had to work that land at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, you know, um, and then to see how it's